Yeah. Y'all watching the Grind Ethiks mixtape show, and I'm your host, Viktory BX Supreme Promoter. Basically, you know what I mean? I'm Shane. Basically, yo, what up? What up? Thank you for watching a new episode of Grind Ethics. Anybody that like this episode, I'll be very grateful if anyone could make a friendly donation. The link is Grind Ethics Cash App, Grind Ethics Cash App. Also, I'm on Grind Ethics Media at PayPal. The goal is to build up a staff of freelance workers or freelance promoters that can help me promote Grind Ethics or anything that Grind Ethics Media needs, because I also have Grind Ethics Media. It's not just Grind Ethics Mixtape Show. So I'm driving to build an infrastructure around Grind Ethics Media. You know what I'm saying? So if anyone could hit me with a friendly donation, that would be wonderful. The link is down below. Also, I want to give a big shout out to my proud sponsor, Yamaha Naturals. Anybody that want to learn about CMOS or learn about other healthy products, click on Yamaha Naturals. And also, they're on Instagram as well. You can follow them on Instagram and learn about CMOS and also the other products that they have for sale. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Yo, what I'm going to talk about today? I'm going to talk about the wrong rules that they gave us to play the money game. The wrong rules that they gave us. Who's us? Us, I'm mostly talking about people from the ghetto, people from the hood, whatever you want to call it. And I'm also to a degree talking to people who are from other different areas, people who are from the suburbs or people who are from high income neighborhoods, because they fall victim to this shit too. But it's mostly us that's from the hood that fall victim to following the wrong rules on playing the money game. Okay? Because getting money is a game. It's like Monopoly. It's like a board game. We're living in a real life board game, peoples. Okay? This is a game, folks. But so many of us, especially in North America, and especially us hood niggas, okay? I'm gonna say it like that, us hood niggas. We are playing the wrong game. I mean, we're playing the wrong rules or following the wrong rules as far as playing the money game or the game of making money. Okay? I'm gonna tell y'all the rule, the wrong rules I'm gonna tell you, I like to call it the fake rules too. The wrong rules, the fake rules of playing the money game, whatever you want to call it. One fake rule or one wrong rule of playing the money game that we was taught since we were kids is stack up your money, son. Stack up your money, son. Just stack up your money. Just stack up your money. Just save your money just to save money. Saving money just to save money. This is definitely one of the wrong rules or the fake rules we was taught to play the money game. Because saving money is good, but it's not the saving money is good, but it's not all about saving money. It's about saving money to invest your money so you can make more money. I'm going to say it again. You save your money to invest money so you can make more money. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Like if you don't have money right now to invest, matter of fact, everybody has money to invest. Everybody. If you have a Cash App, a Robinhood, a Webull account, especially a Cash App account, almost everybody in the motherfucking hood has a Cash App, right? When I'm out hustling, one of the things that people ask me, you have a Cash App, my nigga? You got Cash App? You know what I'm saying? So even through Cash App, you can invest in stocks. You can invest little as $1. $1, my nigga, on any company. You could buy partial shares. Let's say with Apple. You can't buy Apple share is not $1. It's way more than $1. An Apple share, a full share of Apple is like maybe a couple $100. I'm not sure. Maybe 100 some change. I'm not sure. But you could buy partial shares. Partial shares or small shares of Apple with just $1 or any company. Okay? You can invest, you could start off with just $1 investing and work yourself up. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the wrong rules that we was taught to how to play the money game is stacking up money, just stack up money. First of all, you stack up your money in the bank. Let's say you have $10,000 in the bank. Well, let's say you just have $5,000. It don't even matter how much money you have in the bank, especially if you have thousands of dollars in the bank. Guess what? You're bragging about having mad money in the bank, but guess what? The bank is still in your purchasing power. Let's say you have $20,000 in the bank, and you're like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep $10,000. I'm gonna keep $20,000 in the bank for 10 years," which is crazy, right? It's not crazy. You don't know that it's crazy because you just don't know, right? You keep $20,000 in the bank for 5 to 10 years. You know what? The bank is stealing your purchasing power. They're not stealing the physical money that you have, but it's stealing your purchasing power. So that $20,000 that you have that you keep in the bank for 5 to 20 years, it's not going to be as much. Okay, that $20,000 is not going to get you the same quality of products or the same quality of services as much as today. Okay, it's not. It's going to go down in value. That $20,000 is going to go down in value for 5 to 10 years. What the fuck, $20,000? The way inflation is going right now, imagine keeping $20,000. You have to think, peoples. Imagine the way inflation is going right now. For those who know the definition of inflation, I'm not going to go through right now the definition of inflation because I don't want this video to be too long. But look up the word inflation if you don't know the word inflation. If you don't know what the word inflation is. The way inflation is going right now, imagine $20,000 in 10 years. What $20,000 in 10 years is going to be. For those who know the definition of inflation. You're crazy for keeping $20,000 in the bank for 10 years. Because the bank is going to steal so much of your purchasing power. So that $20,000 that you have in the bank, you gotta at least take some of that money and invest some of that money and to make more money. You know what I'm saying? To make more money. Because cash flow is what's cash flow is what king is. Cash is not king, it's cash flow. Okay? Cash flow is what will make you financially stable. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It's not just having money just to have money, just to look at. It's not, some of y'all from the hood, y'all never even seen $10,000. Y'all spend way more than $10,000, but y'all never had $10,000 just to look at. Some of y'all might be obsessed with just looking at $10,000. Wow, I got $10,000. I never had $10,000 all in one time in my life. Wow, $10,000. Big fucking deal. You know what? You try to keep that $10,000, imagine, for 10 years. Nigga, that's not going to be the same type of value. That $10,000 is going to get you less quality and less quantity of stuff. Less quality of service and less quantity of stuff. Come on. For example, let's say you keep $25,000 in the bank. No, let's say you keep $30,000 in the bank, right? And let's say right now the standard of paying for a funeral, I really don't know, but let's say it's $5,000, the standard price of putting together a funeral, right? Now let's say you keep that money in the bank that thousands of dollars in the bank for 5 to 10 years. You know what? Probably in 5 years, the standard of putting together a funeral might be more. It's going to increase more than 5,000. It's going to increase to 6,000 probably, or close to 6,000. Guess what? That means you lost purchasing power. You know, you lost some purchasing power. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that much money. You don't have as much money left over as much as you're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? You're losing purchasing power. Now the standard of a price of a funeral is 5,000. 5 years is going to turn into exactly 6,000. That's that $1,000. That's money that extra $1,000. That's something that you should have spent on something else. You know what I'm saying? You could have spent that money on something else. But instead of you taking some of that money and investing that money, that $6,000 that you spend on the funeral in 5 years, let's say, it's not gonna kill you, it's not gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? Because you got cash flow. The purpose of investing your money is to create cash flow. It's to constantly have money coming in from a business or from, let's say, some type of investment. Okay, another fake rule or wrong rule that we was taught to play the money game is using your physical labor. Okay, using your physical labor. This used to be my mindset, right? Or using your physical, let me say it completely, using your physical labor or busting your ass to make as much money as you can, whether it's overtime or whatever. You know, this is what I used to do. I used to try to see how much money I could make by walking all over the place, hustling merchandise. You know what I'm saying? And this is a dangerous game to play, okay? For y'all employed people and self-employed people. It don't matter. This is a dangerous game to play because using your physical labor to make as much money as you can, it could take a toll on your mind and your body. There's people right now that's taking pills, that's retired right now, taking pills for their body because they done abuse their body, you know what I'm saying? Abuse their body for 30 something years, 40 years, working at a job. You know what I'm saying? Especially a physical labor job like lifting furniture or doing construction work or whatever, or being a sanitation worker. You know? Even being a social worker. As a social worker, you don't have to lift anything. You don't have to do no manual labor, but it still take a toll. Being a social worker still take a toll on your mind, on your body, especially when people come into you with problems, then your problems is everybody else's problems. Same thing with being a school teacher. After a while, it takes a toll on you. Using your physical labor just to make money is dangerous. Because my mindset used to be this. As long as I'm willing to use my body to make money, I'm gonna be good. I'm good. No. I had to, I was at a break, I almost came at a breaking point, right? In my life, right? When it comes to trading time for money or trading too much time for money or using my physical labor to make money. I was like, no, this shit is whack. Trading way too much time for money and using too much of my energy to make money, this shit is whack. Especially when money has no value, and especially when, well, even before this whole inflation situation was popping off, even before inflation, I was like, no, I cannot depend too much on my physical labor to make money. You know what I'm saying? I might die early. I might die in my 70s. And I don't want to leave this planet I don't want to leave this planet in my 70s. And people think it's normal to die in your 70s. That's not normal, nigga. That is not normal to die in your 70s. You ain't supposed to die in your 70s. Somebody once told me, "Oh, I knew this guy. You know, he lived a fulfilling life. He died when he was 74." 74? 74? 74. I'm not saying it's too young to die, but that's young enough. 74, you should be chilling. You shouldn't be on the verge of dying at 74. When you got people out here living to be in their 80s and 90s. My grandmother lived to be 107. My father's mother lived to be 107 years old. My other grandmother lived to be at least 91. Now, people in my family, I don't like to brag, but people in my family, we live a long time. Okay, we live a long time. But no, it's not normal to die in your 70s, man. And part of it is the people. The part of the reason why people die early is because of work. It's because we put too much time and energy in making fucking money. And we don't make money or attempt to make money in different ways where we put in less time and no time. This is one of the fake rules that we was taught when it comes to playing the money game. It's dangerous using your physical labor. It's dangerous when your only asset, you're backing up your money. The only asset that you're using to back up your money is your physical labor. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Come on, man. People, as we speak, as I speak right now, people are dying. People are retired, supposed to live their golden years, supposed to enjoy their retirement, but they're not enjoying their retirement because they're in bed right now, coughing or in pain or in some type of pain. Not every retired person, but some retired people right now are in pain right now, supposed to enjoy the rest of their life, but they're in the verge of dying because they put in too much fucking work at their job and dependent on their physical body to make money. That's dangerous. Now, if you work a 9-to-5 job and you're planning to retire early in your 40s and your 50s, yo, that's great. That's wonderful. That's great. That's great. And especially if you invest in your money in other things, especially if you invest in your money in other situations where your body don't have to be there to make the money while you working your regular job, that's great. If you are 9-to-5 or a part-timer working a regular job and at the same time you're putting money into, let's say, your 401k, if you have a 401k, you're putting money into your stocks, you're putting money into ETF account, your ETF account. If you have an ETF account, you're putting your money into your retirement account or your IRA account. Or you invest in your money in different ways where you could build up stacks of money when you retire. That's great because you're not dependent on your physical labor to make money when you retire or make money or before you retire it. Playing the game of how much money I could make while busting my ass. Yo, and people look at me when I say, yo, I can't depend too much on my physical labor to make money. People look at me like I'm a lazy nigga. Listen, it's not that I'm lazy. It's dangerous to do that. And then when I look at millionaires be telling me, leverage other people's time, leverage other people's energy. Don't whatever. If you have a business and your business need 10 things, you need 10 things to be done in your business. Don't do all those 10 things or don't do everything within your business. Hire some people and do just a few things. But hire some people so you won't be drained out. Because you're going to be tired running a business, but being drained out is a whole nother level. You know? And there's some days you're going to be drained out. Fuck it. But as long as you're not doing everything within your business, like me, for example, I don't edit Grind Ethiks. My man down the block does that for me. I hire him. I put money in his pocket so he could edit Grind Ethiks. When I get ready to do social media ads in behalf of Grind Ethiks Mixtape Show, I'm not gonna do the ads by myself. I can, but I'm not trying to do the shit by myself. I don't want to do it. I'll hire somebody to do it. Fuck it. I don't want to do that. I don't have to. I don't have to. I'm not used, because this is what we was taught. We were programmed, especially us that live in the ghetto. We were programmed that we have to use the only way we could be successful is using our physical labor to make money, or using our physical labor to make money at a job that's giving us, let's say, 80,000, 90,000, or 100,000 a year. No, man, that's a dangerous game to play, man. You're going to exhaust yourself. These are the wrong rules, man. And what are other rules? I didn't write a list. There's other wrong rules to play the game. Okay? In the next episode, I'm going to do a part 2 of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to report if there's other fake rules I could think of. Anyway, anybody that's watching this, if you're financially educated, write in the comment section. Let me know so I can report it. Other fake rules or wrong rules that we was taught to play the money game. Okay? So we can have this dialogue popping. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, take care of yourself, man. If you're a 9-to-5 or a part-timer, or if you're a self-employed person like myself, because I run around and I sell merchandise. And some of you self-employed people, y'all brag about being, I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. But my nigga, if you're using your body to sell all this motherfucking product that you got in your house and your storage, guess what? If you're not outside with your merchandise, you're not making no money. And I know some of y'all self-employed people be tired. Even standing in the street, babysitting a fucking table, y'all be tired. Come on, man. There's other ways to make money without using your body or babysitting some shit. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Anybody that like this episode, I'll be very grateful if anybody could follow me on Instagram, Grind Ethiks Instagram. The link is down below. I'm also on TikTok. Also, if you definitely like this episode, I'd be very grateful if anyone could bless me with a friendly donation. No stress. The link is Grind Ethiks Cash App. The link is down below. All right. And big shout out to my proud sponsor, Yamaha Naturals. All right. And I'm out. And remember, peoples, tell a friend that is all about the mother effing grind. Basically.